All over Britain this year, gardens will be abundant with colour and flowers. Cottage gardens, bungalows bedecked with baskets, mixed borders and lawns, patios and containers. And mostly it will all begin with someone, somewhere, sitting down as you are right now and thinking about your summer garden to come.
Hello and welcome to Thompson & Morgan's video catalogue for 2003. I'm Sarah Hollenby.
And I'm Richard Jackson, and I'm looking forward to showing you Thompson & Morgan's new and exclusive varieties.
Just imagine, many of the flowers you see here are available to you as young plants.
Young quality plants at the lowest possible price, which make them excellent value for money.
And they'll be delivered by first-class post to your chosen address. Ordering is easy.
By post, by telephone or online, details are in the printed catalogue that go with this video.
So for the next 30 minutes or so,
sit back and enjoy Thompson & Morgan's video catalogue for 2003.
Thompson & Morgan's video is more than a catalogue of varieties. It's also a step-by-step guide on how to plant and care for your baskets and containers. Now, filming here today, Thompson & Morgan are the only mail-order plant company to provide a video catalogue for their customers. It's part of their commitment to provide the best all-round service possible.
Sugar and Spice is a new sweet pea bred especially for hanging baskets and pots. Many flowers grow along a single stem, producing an abundance of blooms. Just imagine the familiar fragrance of sweet peas right outside your open window. A sumptuous hanging basket in a symphony of pastel shades blending together in perfect harmony. The blue rosebud geranium is a new ivy leaf variety that's set to make a lasting impression. Called Geranium Blue Sybil, it opens as tiny rosebuds and is an excellent container geranium. Pause for a moment, if you will, and take a closer look at the Angelonia Angel Mist collection. Each flower spike is clothed with tiny, beautiful orchid-like blooms, which are particularly effective when grown together in clumps in the border or in pots. Grown especially for you by Thompson & Morgan, this delightful medley of pink, white, silver and lilac makes a refreshing and cool combination of colours for your patio pots. And here's a bright double Busy Lizzie to add to your favourites. The almost translucent petals are set off by striking variegated foliage. Dress up your pots and baskets in opulent red velvet, the world's first scarlet trailing petunia. Delphinium Pagan Purples is a spectacular hybrid of outstanding quality. Multi-layered shades of deep purple and blue petals crowd the tall flower spikes. Now this spectacular lily is priceless. But once you place your order, 7 of these lily bulbs will be yours for only $2.99. There's also a chance for you to receive 52 Busy Lizzies for just $3.99. And you could be a proud owner of this fabulous begonia basket when 10 begonia corms are added to your order for only $4.49. More details later.
Now, earlier this year, Richard was at Abbey Cottage Garden near Winchester.
Well, it's spring again, that wonderful time of year when things really start to happen. New shoots push through the soil, and the first of your Thompson & Morgan young plants begin to arrive. I love growing bedding plants in containers. At home, I've got around 50 of them, but here's one with a difference. It looks like terracotta, but in fact it's made of plastic, so it's tough, durable and will last for years. But the really clever bit is here. It's got a built-in self-watering device, which is based on systems used by professional gardeners for over 20 years. What it does is supply water through to the roots of your plants just as they need it. And although it's hidden away at the bottom of the pot, you know when it needs topping up because it's got a float built in and a marker. And when the marker drops to the bottom, it's time to top it up again. Now you buy this as a complete system, but if you've got existing pots, this is what you need. It's called a Plant Pal, which feeds and waters on demand.
It's a simple system based on capillary action. As the compost dries out, the Plant Pal automatically releases more water.
Planting up summer containers is really easy, but there are a few tricks of the trade. Now, the books would tell you to use ordinary multi-purpose compost. But if you want great results, try this. It's a special compost mix. It's multi-purpose compost plus a bit of John Innes added. The John Innes holds water longer and it holds nutrients better, so it's perfect for bedding plants. You can mix your own or you can buy it ready-made at the garden centres. And to cut down on the two chores of watering and feeding, add this to your compost. Water retention gel, which looks like sugar granules, but it swells up in water, and this will halve the number of times you have to water your plants. And also add some slow-release fertiliser. This is magic stuff which will feed your plants all summer long. Just add it to your compost, mix it in, and you're ready for planting. And fill to within a couple of inches of the top of the container. I've got one of my favourite plants to put in. It's called Busy Lizzie Fiesta. It's a double Busy Lizzie. Now these are slightly more expensive than most, but they're well worth it. In fact, I reckon they're worth their weight in gold. It's a beautiful double with flowers that look like miniature roses. And you get so many flowers, you can hardly see the leaves. Just keep it in a sunny spot, keep it well watered, and by midsummer, it will look like this.
Busy Lizzie Fiesta is a sensational summer bedding flower, available as a mixed collection or as individual varieties. It's raised from cuttings to guarantee a profusion of double rosebud blooms. In sun or shade, they'll go on flowering right through the summer until the first frosts. A new introduction is Sparkler Cherry, and it's easy to see that it really does sparkle in the sunshine. So confident are T&M that this is the best Busy Lizzie available, they'll refund your money if you don't agree. More details in the catalogue. There are two varieties of Cape Daisy which produce very different colour palettes. Choose African Summer for an impressive show of hot, vibrant colours. Or Nassinger Mixed for rich purple hues. Commonly known as the blue wax flower, this native of the Mediterranean has adapted extremely well to our variable UK climate. Try planting it at the back of mixed borders for interest and subtle colour. Laurentia Blue Stars produces numerous star-like flowers with a delicate fragrance in the evening. Great in baskets and pots, Dragon Wings is aptly named for its lush wing-shaped leaves, vigorous growth and dazzling scarlet red blooms. It's especially tolerant of hot summers.
Now, if you're anything like me, I bet you've already picked out some of the new varieties you must have this year, as well as some of your old favourites. And as soon as you place your order, however big or small, T&M will add 7 of these amazing lilies for just £2.99. They're called, guess what, Amazing. And they're worth over £17. That's a saving of over £14. And there are more surprises coming up later in the video.
By the way, finding the right place for a plant in the garden can be tricky. Will they tolerate shade? How tall will they grow? Can I grow them in a patio pot? T&M have anticipated your questions and include in the catalogue a clear and helpful guide to make sure you get the best from your plants. They really do think of everything.
Everybody loves sweet peas, and no wonder. This cottage garden favourite looks and smells divine. They're also very easy to grow, especially with Thompson and Morgan young plants, which have been sown in the autumn to produce sturdy, stocky plants with a superb root system. Just look at this. It's raring to grow. They've also been tipped out to produce more shoots and more flowers. You can plant them in a sunny position against a wall or a fence, in a container, or how about this for an idea, as a freestanding floral feature against a wooden wigwam. You can separate out the individual plants, but I prefer to grow them in their clumps so you get a mass of flowers.
Frilly-edged and sweetly perfumed, Floral Tribute is one of the loveliest sweet peas.
Richard, the scent of these is absolutely glorious.
They're superb plants, aren't they? What I like about the Thompson and Morgan sweet peas is the range of colours and also the extra long stems, so they're perfect for picking.
Oh, beautiful, and go beautifully in vases when they're so long like that. Lovely.
And they're incredibly easy to grow, sweet peas.
Are they?
You just need to keep them well watered, and once they start flowering, you have to keep picking them. And the more you pick them, the more flowers you get.
Perfect. So you can have them in your house all summer long.
And they're as tough as old boots as well. Really, really so easy to grow.
Well, tough as old boots it's maybe, but I don't think I've ever seen a more delicate flower than that. It's beautiful.
Lovely things. From an old favourite to something new.
Oh, let's have a look.
This is
at
called
that.
the scaredy cat plant. It's a half-hardy perennial, which means you have to bring it inside for the winter. It's reputed to keep cats at bay. And you know how much trouble cats can create in the garden.
do.
Havoc. You know,
Yes.
messing up the soil and trampling on plants.
Digging up your borders.
That's right.
Yep.
Well, this was introduced in Germany a couple of years ago by a plant breeder who was desperate to find a plant which kept cats away. And he did loads of different sort of experiments. And this plant, we can't smell, but cats can.
No, you're right. Can't smell a thing.
But if you crush a leaf, you get a sort of, it's a lemony smell, isn't it?
Actually very pleasant
Yeah.
smell, and the cats don't like
They
that.
don't like it.
Wonderful. So how many do you need in the garden?
About one every metre or so,
Right.
sort of 3 foot or so. And the important thing about them is you have to let them establish. So you put it in the garden, it takes about 3 or 4 weeks before
Right.
it starts to become effective.
Right. Well, it's certainly worth a try, isn't it?
Certainly
Richard?
is.
Excellent. Now, we have a few letters from our viewers who've tried out the scaredy cat plant. And in fact, we had one from Vivian Henry in Hayling Island, Hampshire. And she wrote to us, first of all, to say that she's got many marauding cats in her garden. And I'm sorry, but it just didn't work. Anyway, we got an email a little while later to say, no cats have come near. So yes, your plants work and we're delighted. So thank you very much, Vivian, for emailing us. And we've also had a letter from Miss Tippler in Stamford. And she said, 4 persistent cats have all disappeared. I'm delighted. We'll be ordering a month earlier next year. Thank you.
Watch out, cats about. Scaredy cat is a new plant that makes your garden a no-go area for cats. Plant it in your borders, and once established, the foliage releases a smell that cats can't stand. And they're off to pastures new. Jazz up your patio with a new easy-to-grow Alstroemeria. Exotic lily-like blooms stage a carnival of colour. Compact and uniform, it's ideal for patio planting. The Lord Anson's pea is a sweetly scented perennial sweet pea with clusters of mauve-blue flowers in the height of summer. Virus-free and easy to grow, these modern pinks will flourish almost non-stop from early summer right into the autumn. Enjoy their perfume in your border, patio pots, or in your home. Scaviola zigzag warrants a closer look. Each tiny flower is like a hand-painted fan which en masse provide colour and texture to your planting schemes. Voted the nation's favourite flower, lilies combine colour, grace and fragrance. T&M are pleased to offer an exclusive quartet of fragrant oriental lilies. Set point opens a pure white which gradually develops an attractive pink tinge to its petals. Stylish Lime Star is ivory white with lime green markings. Debonair Black Tie is a flashy dresser with intense ruby red colouring. And Colour Parade completes the captivating quartet. Choose the individual varieties or a collection of all four at half price.
So, how's your shopping list going? I know we're spoilt for choice, but that's okay, because once your order adds up to £25 or more, you'll receive 52 Busy Lizzie plants for just £3.99. Now, they're worth £11, which is a saving of another £7.
The cheapest Busy Lizzie plants ever. A tray of 52 plug plants will fill a flower pouch, a hanging basket, a patio pot, with some left over for the border or sharing with friends.
If you like the idea of hanging baskets, but you don't fancy all the hard work associated with watering them, try this clever gadget. It's a hanging basket with a built-in water reservoir, which will keep your plants happy up to 4 days, even in the heat of the summer. What you get is the basket, the chain, the liner, and the watering reservoir, which you fill with these clever granules. And these granules are rather special because they hold and absorb water. You just tip them in, level it off, then add compost. And now it's ready for planting. You make a hole through the netting with a pair of scissors. Make your planting hole. Then you can easily pop the plant in. Firm it down. And this is a lovely Petunia Sophinia, and these are fantastic plants for flower power. They just cascade down and they produce hundreds of beautiful flowers. And the good thing about these plants is they've been pinched out already, which means they've started to bush out. But it's still a good idea to give them a second pinching out, just like that. And this makes an incredible difference to the growth of the plant. Here's a petunia which hasn't been pinched out, and this one has been. Just look at the difference. 3 times the number of shoots, about 5 times the number of flowers. So go on planting. I've nearly finished now. I've planted 2 rows of 4 plants around the side. That's 8 plants in total. And I'm putting 4 at the top. And I'm trying to space the plants so they cascade down to make the waterfall effect that really makes Sophinia petunias so special. Final thing to do is to trim the netting, water well, and then come the summer, this basket will look a real picture.
Here's how the Hydrostore works. We poured half a bottle of water and soluble feed into the basket without the Hydrostore. Soon the water was dripping through the sides and was wasted. Now for the basket with the Hydrostore. This time 2 bottles of water are poured in. It soaks the compost and then overflows into the reservoir. A basket with the Hydrostore means you don't have to water every day. Petunia Frills and Spills is an exciting breakthrough in British petunia breeding. Available as a collection or as 2 individual colours. First, there's sweetly scented Candy Floss, which is a wash with delicate pink frills. And then there is New Priscilla with strongly fragrant blooms which are nicely veined. With regular deadheading, they'll flourish right through until late autumn. Exclusive to Thompson & Morgan, Petunia Frills and Spills is a popular choice. Exquisite double rose-like blooms smother this perennial campanula. Its sprawling habit make it ideal for baskets or simply let it ramble freely in a rockery. Verbena Pink Parfait is a naturally cascading annual. The sweetly scented bicolour blooms in soft shades of candy pink and raspberry red make it a must for your container garden. The flowers of this rare striped oxalis unfurl into a raspberry ripple-like flower of red and white, an unusual flower for the spring garden. Lily's Stargazer is 25 years old and is still the world's most popular lily. With its large, scented flowers, it remains a favourite for pots, borders and cutting. Geranium Tomboy is a vigorous ivy-leaf geranium with glossy dark green foliage and clusters of often semi-double florets. It's currently the most popular ivy-leaf variety grown. But new Bojangles Tom is hot on the trail. Marigolds will always be a favourite. French Vanilla is a bit different and provides a foil for its more brightly coloured companions in the border. Omphalodes Starry Eyes is a gem in the spring garden with masses of tiny two-tone starry flowers.
Now there's one last super saver. When your order adds up to £39 or more, you will receive 10 begonia illumination, which will grow into this stunning hanging basket, together with a video on patio and hanging baskets and some feed and water retaining gel. It's worth a total of over £30 and it's yours for only £4.49. You will save over £24.
Begonia Illumination Fiery Shades will stop you in your tracks. Now for the first time available as energy-packed one-year-old corms, they're ideal for bedding and patio pots.
For a really glorious column of colour, you can't beat flower pouches. Fill the pouch about 3/4 full with a compost mix of multi-purpose compost, John Innes, slow-release fertiliser and water retention gel. Then I find it easiest to lay the pouch down and then pop the plants in one by one. You just make a hole in the compost with your finger or thumb, move the flaps back and push the plant in. Now this is a cracking plant. It's called Begonia Apricot Shades and it cascades with most wonderful flowers up to 4 inches across and each one a lovely shade of burnished apricot and gold. Gorgeous it is. Then top it up with a final bit of compost. And you want to get to within about 1 inch from the top. Then plant the sides. That's the planting done. Now it's ready for watering. Now with your flower pouch kit, you get this nifty water wizard, which you attach to a lemonade bottle, fill with water, and then put it in, and that will water the pouch for you. Now the way to find out that your pouch has got enough water is that when the water is seeped all the way through, you can squeeze the bottom and water will just trickle out of the little holes at the base. You can hang the pouch outside as soon as danger of frost has passed. And the beauty of apricot shades is you can put them in a sunny or a shady spot. And aren't they absolutely glorious?
Absolutely gorgeous. Look at those huge blooms. So, I mean, this is perfect for, you know, for example, I live in a Victorian house and I've got quite a sort of dull patio, really, with a wall either side. So something like that would really brighten up the walls.
Oh, flower pouches are brilliant. I mean, they're great value for money. So you just fill them with the compost, plant them up. You can put them in sun or in shade. You can put them on walls, on fences, on some pergolas, and just get that column of colour.
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And it seems like very good value for money because you're getting a lot of blooms there, aren't you?
So great value for money, very versatile, and also they last a long time. This is the new improved version of flower pouch, so it's got a special, extra strong material there, and it will last for about 4 to 5 seasons. So,
Really?
yeah, at the end of the summer, just take out the summer plants,
Yes.
take out the compost, put fresh compost in, and your winter plants. Then you go on to the summer, then the
Right.
next winter, just on and on and on.
Perfect, absolutely perfect. Well, it does give an absolutely wonderful display. I've got to get some of those for my patio.
Cascading begonia apricot shades will drench your containers with red-hot, sizzling shades of the sun. Romantic red blooms, fully double and delicately fragrant, Arosa is a new carnation that's been specially bred for hanging baskets and pouches. Petunia Million Bells is a miniature cascading variety and is available in 2 colours. Glowing terracotta changes from soft apricot to darker shades of pink. And cherry red smothers the foliage. It's beautiful, it's tolerant of all weathers, and it's easy to care for. The intense rich red of Begonia barkos will stop you in your tracks. Free flowering with lush dark green foliage, it looks great in pouches and containers. Busy Lizzie Fruit Cocktail is the biggest improvement in Busy Lizzie breeding for 20 years. It shrugs off rainy days and looks good both in containers and borders. The delightful double bicolour flowers of Begonia Coconut Ice in shades of sugar pink and white will change and soften as it grows. Lobelia valida South Seas has a surprising fragrance, almost like a sweet pea. Easily grown in a sunny position, delightful in pouches. California Dreamers is now established as the leading range of giant-flowered, fully double fuchsia. But don't take my word for it. Grow them yourself and marvel at their massive 4-inch blooms. Whether you're an expert or a beginner, there's plenty to learn and enjoy in T&M's 60-minute fuchsia video.
You can buy your plants in a range of different sizes to suit your needs and your budget. Mini plugs are the smallest and the best value. Plug plants are slightly larger, older, and perfect for planting in pots and containers. Maxi plugs are well established. And garden ready, big chunky plants, perfect for popping straight in the garden. So there are your 4 sizes. Thompson & Morgan will send you your plants at the ideal potting on time, and you can choose when you want them. Your plants will arrive in perfect condition, and that's because they're sent by first-class post direct from the nurseries, and they come in this really tough corrugated packaging, which can take any amount of bad handling. Let's just open them up. And there they are, looking wonderful. And your plants come with full growing instructions. Unpack the plants carefully. Give them a good watering, and then they're ready for potting on. You just take them out in their individual cells of compost and pot them into 3.5-inch pots, 9 centimetre, filled with multi-purpose compost. And it really is dead easy. All you do is make a hole in the compost with your finger, pop the plug plant in, firm it down, give it a good watering, and grow it on indoors on a sunny windowsill. Feed it once a week, and before long, it will look like this. Now, you'd normally pay around 80 pence in the garden centre for a plant this size, but yours has cost you around 6 pence. You've had all the fun of growing them on, and you've saved yourself a small fortune. And that's the beauty of Thompson & Morgan young plants.
Well, it's top of the pots and #1 for summer bedding. Versatile Busy Lizzie Accent will grow in sun and shade in your garden and on your patio. Verbena Peaches and Cream adds a gentle wash of peachy hues to your colour schemes. Dianthus kiwi is an excellent collection for patio pots and containers. The flowers have a hedgehog-type shape and flower continuously throughout the summer. Those of you who have a love affair with busy lizzies will simply adore the new Celebration variety, which boasts flowers of over 3 inches across. Plant a celebration with champagne bubbles and then anticipate an explosion of striking colours. Tissue-like petals adorn the strong plants from May to the first frosts. Saphinia petunias are guaranteed to produce an avalanche of colour all summer long. They're available in a subtle mix of colours for your baskets, flower pouches and pots.
Thompson & Morgan also sell young perennial plants. These are great value because they live for years, getting bigger and better every season. Some of them are supplied as bare root plants, and the size of the plant depends on the variety. They're all top grade. This is a hosta, and this is an astrantia. Now, it may not look up to much at the moment, but in a few weeks' time, it will look as good as this. They also sell some pot-grown perennials. These were sown in the summer, overwintered, and they have a terrific root system. Just plant them, firm down, keep it well watered. They'll flower this year, but next year, this delphinium will be even more impressive.
Delphiniums are the aristocrats of the flower border. New Zealand hybrids are no exception. Colourful florets crowded onto strong flower spikes produce towering blocks of blue, pink and purple. They're good as cut flowers too. Close your eyes and these flowers will smell good enough to eat. Sadly, they're not edible, but their dark chocolate colour and scent make them a fascinating talking point in the garden. This captivating herbaceous perennial is a must for the connoisseur. From leafy rosettes rise tall stems bearing spectacular 4-inch flowers of rich to pale blue. Lupins capture the essence of the cottage garden with their gorgeous tapering spires. T&M's flower breeders have produced a new variety of dazzling colours grown from seed. Petunia Mini Bella is perfect for bedding and borders. It's a compact variety with masses of 2-inch blooms, each with unique picotee markings which change as the flower matures. New Rudbeckia Prairie Sun is a double gold medal winner. Stunning 5-inch blooms with central green cones are borne on strong stems, good in the borders and as cut flowers. Equally impressive for its outstanding garden performance is Rudbeckia Cherokee Sunset. They may not be new, but the Daisy Crazy collection has real flower power. Just 3 plants will create a colourful display. Diligent deadheading will keep them flowering well into the autumn, their daisy blooms filling any gaps left in the border. The wild orchid-like blooms of the toad lily are excellent companion plants for ferns and hostas.
So Richard, what happens when your plants arrive on your doorstep and you're just about to go out?
No problem. Just takes a few minutes. All you do is open the box, water the plants and put them in a shady spot and they'll be fine when you get back. Just follow the instructions and plants will romp away. If there are ever any problems, Thompson Morgan offer a no-quibble 14-day money-back guarantee.
So you start off with strong, healthy plants and basically the rest is up to you.
That's right.
Now, the plants in this place are truly spectacular. What is this place?
It's one of a number of sort of showrooms that Thompson Morgan have around the world where they select the finest varieties for their customers.
And have you seen this? Look. Strawberries in a hanging basket.
Tempt your taste buds with strawberry elan. Originally bred for supermarkets, these juicy sweet strawberries were found to be too tender for the rigours of transport, and so have become an exceptional variety for home gardeners. Marvel at the blaze of cascading colour from the alpine Balkan geraniums. Impressive performers, they'll flower profusely all summer long. T&M offer a choice of a mixed collection or individual colours of red, pink and lilac. A close relative is Geranium mexicanarin, bred for its dazzling stripes and markings which give this variety tremendous impact. The delicate apple blossom colouring gives this vigorous geranium its name. It's extremely free-flowering and ideal for containers and conservatories. T&M's 90-minute geranium video is packed with growing techniques for novice and expert gardeners alike. A great gardening tool.
And the great thing about Thompson & Morgan is that they want to make life as easy as possible. And they're always coming up with new ideas, like this circular hoe. That's the cutting edge, and you can work in between your plants, getting rid of the weeds without harming the plants at all.
The circular hoe, an ideal tool for weeding between your precious plants. The winged weeder is a lightweight hoe with a unique cutting edge that slips effortlessly through the soil, chopping off weeds from every angle and aerating the soil at the same time. Take 1 bucket of water and add some compressed sphagnum moss. In just a few minutes, it will expand to give sufficient moss for 5 14-inch baskets. It contains natural fungicides, it's clean to handle, and it's easy to store.
T&M want to know what their customers think of them, their service and the plants. To find out, they include a questionnaire with every order. Here are some of the things you say.
For several years I've bought your plants and never been disappointed.
Plant containers are very good protection for postal service. This is my 3rd delivery and all have arrived in very good condition.
The plants look very healthy and they've got good roots.
All Thompson & Morgan young plants get a good start in life. It may look very scientific, and it is, but there's a wealth of gardening knowledge invested here. This modern technology has meant that T&M are able to produce a range of popular plug plants at very economical prices, which allows them to pass the savings on to you. New Gazania Tiger Stripes is a stunning blend of flowers in shades of yellow, bronze and cream, with an attractive contrasting stripe on every bloom, sure to bring your beds, borders and containers alive. More usually grown with other plants, given a chance, Lobelia Cascade Mixed is a star solo performer in pouches or baskets. The rich colours and textures of Salpiglossis Royale will provide a kaleidoscope of colour in your summer borders. These exotic-looking flowers are easy to grow. An all-time favourite, sweet-scented stocks will stop you in your tracks as their heavenly fragrance fills the evening air. Petunia Frenzy is a striking combination of colour and form. These little wonders make a big impression all summer long. Orchid petunias have been bred specially for growing in borders, believed to be the best double petunia for bedding. Tolerant of wet weather, T&M's Jackpot is one of the most versatile geraniums for planting in borders. Layers of ruffled and wavy petals, a choreographed medley of frilly blooms, Pansy Can-Can merits centre stage in your borders and pots. T&M's Lucky Dip is back. If you like pleasant surprises, there are bargains galore. Now remember, when you order from this 2003 spring catalogue, you will receive 7 amazing lilies for just £2.99. They're worth over £17 and they're truly a spectacular new Oriental lily. On orders over £25 or more, 52 Busy Lizzie plants are yours for only £3.99. They're worth £11, the cheapest Busy Lizzies ever. And to cap it all, 10 begonia illumination corms will be added to your order for £4.49 when you spend just £39. Together with a container gardening video, fertiliser and gel, they're worth over £30 on their own. That's a total saving of £46. If you can find better value anywhere else, Thompson & Morgan want to know about it. And ordering is very simple. Post your order form in the free post envelope provided, or ring us on this number and use your credit or switch card for payment. You can also order online on thompsonandmorgan.com.
Well, we both agree that this year's Thompson & Morgan catalogue is the best yet.
All you have to do now is spend a few minutes filling in the order form.
So sit back and think about creating your most beautiful summer garden ever.
Enjoy your gardening with Thompson Morgan Young Plants.